Hello, and welcome to the Isuzu Center of Excellence here in Pennsylvania. Today I'd like to talk to you about a specific operation that has been added to Isuzu Connect and is available for all dealers. Let's start by creating a case on one of our trucks here in the training center. As you can see, here is my asset. I am going to start a new case. And in my recommended operations, here is the operation that I am talking about. So for today, we're just going to add that operation, the Service Advisor Check-in Assessment. I'm going to choose my contact, and I'm going to, for complaint description, I'm just going to put in assessment, and I'm going to save and continue. Going to add my mileage, and as you can see, we have that operation here. You may notice this operation is the exact same operation that is used in the Isuzu check-in tool. So what I'm talking about here is manually adding it to a case if the Isuzu check-in tool is not part of your Isuzu check-in process. Also, if this operation is not in your recommended operations, you can simply come over to Find Operations and simply type in the word Assess, hit Enter, and when you go to the operations screen, you can find Service Advisor Assessment, and you can add it to the case. We won't do that now because we already have one there. One thing you will notice that is different about this operation when you add it manually, you have this hyperlink here for Do Inspection that would not be there if it came over from the check-in tool. So let's click on Do Inspection and I'll show you what that looks like in a manual process. As you can see, this is a much shorter inspection, only 10 items. The idea behind this inspection is to be much shorter and more towards the advisor who may not be as technical as some other advisors. Also, it is for speed and it is quick. So we are simply doing a visual check for things like gauges, the heater, wipers, horn, mud flaps, and also looking at DOT or federal or state inspections, and also one item down here that is miscellaneous that you can use for anything that you want. At this point in the inspection, you may want to, if you haven't done the inspection yet, or if you may be having someone else do the inspection, at any point in the process, you can always come over to Print Form. So here you have a blank form that has not been filled out. If you print it here and give it to someone else, you can have them do the inspection if that's part of your process. But you may have already looked over these items when checking in the truck. So now you're simply going to document your findings. So let's say when we check this truck in, we noticed that there was an ABS light. We will click on the word Fail. And when that happens, when you find something that needs repaired, you have the option to show operations. So for an ABS light, we would add a diagnostic line. So let's just type in ABS light on, and we will save the note. Then we will continue going down through, and we will be picking an outcome, and we can say that everything is normal. Let's, for the sake of argument, let's say that we want to inform the customer that their DOT is due next month, and we will save the note. And remember, here is an item that you can just put in anything you want, anything that you observe that you want to inform the customer of. At this point, we now have a completed inspection where we noted that the ABS light was on. We added an operation right from that line, and we also put some information down here, a note to inform the customer that his DOT, his inspection, is due next month. This inspection is designed for the service advisor to interact with each one of the items, since there's only 10. So this form is different than the walk-around inspection where you can actually complete and mark everything as passing. So that function is not available in this inspection. But at any given point during the process, we can again go to Print Form, and now we have a PDF deliverable. We can print the form right from here, or we can download it and save it to our computer and then add it as an attachment to the case so that the customer can electronically look at it. And as you can see, it is a nice inspection form. As you can see, when we return to the case, we now have an additional line added to our case. And if you remember from most of the inspections that we have built, these lines always come over in an unsold status. So at this point, you have a choice whether you want to put an estimate together for the customer and ask the customer if they want it as part of the estimate, or you can simply toggle it to the unsold status and the highlight will go away. At this point, if you have a business system that receives exports from Isuzu Connect, you can now export it to your repair order and you would have two lines on your repair order. So thank you for joining me here at the Isuzu Center of Excellence, and also a big thank you to the Uptime team for creating yet another tool that is available within Isuzu Connect for you to improve your service writing skills and your customer's experience. Thanks for joining me.